The guitar I'm holding is an early 1970s Gibson Les Paul Deluxe model. Gibson serial numbers hop, skip, jump, and repeat, which makes it very nearly impossible to date some of these early 70s models to the exact year from the serial number alone. With the repeating numbers coupled with the fact that Gibson's record keeping at that time was terrible, that makes it tough. It is possible at least to look at the pot codes. The tone and volume pots are stamped with a code that gives the week and year of manufacture of these components. But one must keep in mind that Gibson and Fender and other companies bought pots in quantity, so if the parts are original, it simply means that the guitar cannot be older than the date of the component parts. It can be newer. Parts can sit around, sometimes even for a few years. The Les Paul Deluxe is essentially the same in construction as a Les Paul Standard. Same construction, same ornamentation, but has the so-called mini humbucking pickups, narrower. These are pickups that were originally designed for the Epiphone guitars made when Gibson owned the Epiphone name and made them in the Kalamazoo factory. So these pickups go back to as far as 1961 on the Epiphones, but were not used on any Gibsons until as late as 1969. That's when the Les Paul Deluxe was first introduced. This instrument features a maple top, mahogany neck and back, Indian rosewood fingerboard. This one has what they called their wine red finish and was available in other colors. You could get it in sunburst or gold top or black. But it is a good quality guitar. On the other hand, not one I would rate as being equivalent to what Gibson made in the 1950s. It's also a very heavy guitar. This guitar weighs right about 12.5 pounds, whereas some of the earlier ones are as light as close to 8 to 8.5 pounds. Most players today prefer the lightweight instruments, not only because they're more comfortable physically to play and hold, but they prefer the sound of the lightweight instruments, although interestingly enough, in the early and mid-70s, there were quite a few people who felt that a heavy instrument promoted sustain. There were even a few makers who made experimental guitars of granite, where they were literally so heavy that you had to have a metal stand that supported it rather than having it on a strap. There were plenty of makers also using heavy brass components for bridges and tailpieces to add more mass, whereas today most players want a lightweight bridge and tailpiece. Some have even used experimental designs with titanium to give more ring and more sustain. The idea that a heavier body and heavy brass components will give more sustain does not seem to be borne out by what good musicians find to be true when they actually try it rather than just theorize about it. But at any rate, here it is. Early 1970s, Les Paul Deluxe. A plenty good guitar to take on stage and use as a utility tool, but not going to bring the kind of money that an old original 50s Les Paul will bring, and in my opinion, not really as good a sounding guitar as some of the originals of the 50s, but still, today, priced at $2,250. Prices will vary depending on condition, and some dealers may ask more than others. And times change as well. I can't tell you what it will be worth 10 years from now any more than your stockbroker can tell you what Yahoo stock or Facebook stock will cost 10 years from now. We don't know. What we do know is that the quality of the guitar, if you take good care of it, won't have changed, and that a guitar with proper care can easily last for 300 years. It will outlast anyone of us listening to this segment. So take good care of your guitars, use them well, enjoy them, and many of them are likely to go up in value with time. Again, early 70s Les Paul Deluxe.